Tangermain 704 takes the lead, followed by Neurosol and Patent Tanker in hot pursuit. Meanwhile, Hugot 3 is holding strong in third place as they navigate the twists and turns of this intense race. Issy 1212 and Tagfisher 93 are on the move, making their way up to 6 by overtaking 4 cars. Neurosol and Patent Tanker have taken over the lead from Tangermain and 74, now holding pole. Hugot 3 from Team Nafgum Kings has swiftly advanced to P3 by passing Ranger 94. Tots. The man advances to 11th place, overtaking Apopheus in the process. They're dueling it out for that position. Just Jazik from Team S1 ascends to 24th, surpassing Griffin's 11 and Foxty. Gary No Name climbs to 12th, passing Apopheus. Captain Potato, Koki Beninity, and Sami Zara fiercely contest 19th place. Electric Murray and Amy advance to 29th, overtaking Snicker 515 and Unari Casual. Gary No Name is now in 11th place after passing N29 Kiatia. Apopheus has made a move up to 13th, surpassing Air 40. Robson 11200, Shohashi and Irafael are currently battling it out for the 15th position. Robson 11200 is in a Maserati Bora, while Shohashi and Irafael are driving an Aston Martin Vantage 77. The De Tomaso Pantera GTS 72 driven by Tangermain 74 is fiercely competing with Amansan in the Chevrolet Camaro Sloan 69 for the 4th position. Gary No Name has climbed up to 10th place, successfully passing the Quark Express driver. Apopheus in the Aston Martin Vantage 77 is currently battling it out with R40 in the Maserati Bora for the 13th spot. R40 and Apopheus continue to fight for the 13th position. Captain Potato advances to 18th, passing Koki Beninity and Samisora. Famaka and Onipaki climb to 21st, overtaking Naga 77 and Nukembukun in a strong move. Issy 1212 and Tfisher 93 have surged to 5th place, surpassing Tankerman in 7 hole. The three are now fiercely battling for that position. Apopheus has also made gains, climbing to 12th after overtaking N29 Ikie from Team Still No Name Racing. N29 Kia's Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato and Air 40's Maserati Bora are duking it out for the 13th position. Meanwhile, Air 40 is also fighting against Robson 11200 for the 14th spot in this intense race. Koki Beninati and Sami Sarara make a move to claim 18th place, overtaking Captain Potato. The trio engage in a tight battle for the spot. Meanwhile, Griffin's 11 Foxty and Dusjazik fiercely contest 23rd place at their unique car choices. In N29 Kia, in the Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato, and Air 40 in the Maserati Bora, are fiercely fighting for the 13th position. Meanwhile, Captain Potato has made a significant move up to 18th place, successfully overtaking Koki Bainati and Sami Sarra. A tight battle ensues among Captain Potato and the Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77, Koki Bainati and Sami Sarra in the Plymouth Belvedere 65 for the 18th spot. Apophis makes a strategic move, advancing to 13th place by overtaking N29 Kia dot to dot. Apophis and N29 Kia are currently in a heated battle for the 13th position. Apophis is behind the wheel of an Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77, while N29 Kia is driving an Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato. Apophis has advanced to 12th place, surpassing Air 40 in their tight race. Apophis is behind the wheel of an Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77, while Air 40 is piloting a Maserati Bora. Air 40 advances to 12th place, overtaking Apophis in the intense battle for the position. They're both showcasing skills behind the wheels of a Maserati Bora and an Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77, respectively. Meanwhile, Shohashi and A. Rafael climbed to 15th place, passing Suzanne Greenberg and Maya Dee. Koki Beninati and Samu Sarara have advanced to P19, surpassing Sidra. They are locked in a fierce battle for P19. Koki Beninati and Samu Sarara are piloting the Plymouth Belvedere 65, while Sidrak is behind the wheel of an Oldsmobile 442. Meanwhile, Griffin's 11 and Foxty are closing in on Sidrak, reducing the distance by 2.3 seconds. Besaldi Adha makes a solid move, now in 6th after overtaking Tenkamen in 704. They're neck and neck in a battle for that spot. Kokibaninichi and Samasurar are also on the move, climbing to P19, leaving Griffin's 11 and Fox D behind. Captain Potato and Robson 7200 are fiercely contesting the 17th position, with Captain Potato in the Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77 and Robson Northern 200 in the Maserati Bora set. Meanwhile, Cedric, Knalga 77 and Nukembokum are locked in a tight battle for 21st place. Cedric is in the Oldsmobile 442, while Nalga 77 and Nukembokum are both in Holden Torana Aninex. F40 in the Maserati Bora and Apophis in the Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77 are battling it out for 12th place. Meanwhile, Captain Potato in the Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77 and Robson Levin 200 in the Maserati Bora are fiercely contesting the 17th spot. The man is gaining on Gary No Name, decreasing the distance by 2.8 seconds. Robson 11. 200 has risen to 16, passing Suzanne Greenberg and Maya Bock. There's a fierce competition for 16 between Robson 11,200 in a Maserati Bora and Suzanne Greenberg and Maya in an Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77. Nalga 77, Nukembokum, Famaka, and Unipoki are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 23rd position. Nalga 77, Nukembokum, Famaka and Unipoki are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 23rd position. Series Guy is making moves and closing in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. N29 Kia has made an impressive move, decreasing the distance to Apophis by 2.2 seconds. Suzanne Greenberg, Maya and Captain Potato are locked in a tight battle for the 17th position on the track. Captain Potato makes a bold move to claim the 17th position, surpassing Suzanne Greenberg and Maya in a heated battle. The trio is fiercely contesting for that spot. Meanwhile, Planga 77 and Nukembakum are locked in a tight duel with just Jazik for the 24th position. It's a close competition between the Holden Tirana Anonix and the Chevrolet Corvette C3 Zrone Dawit. Welcome back, Castle Rat. Good to have you back in the race car action. Let's enjoy the show together. Robson Levin 200 advances to 14th place, surpassing both Shohashi and AR Rafael. A tight race for the 14th spot unfolds between Robson 11200 in a Maserati Bora and Shohashi and AR Rafael in an Aston Martin Vate Vantage. 77. Further back, Suzanne Greenberg and Maya make gains, moving up to 16th place, overtaking Captain Potato. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya have advanced to 15, overtaking Shohashi and AR Rafael in the process. Vamaka, Unipaki, Nalga 77, and Nukembakum are currently in a fierce battle for the 24th position. The man advances to 10th place, passing Gary No Name. N29 Kia, Koki Beninity and Samu Sarar are dueling for 18th place. N29 Kia is in an Aston Martin DB4 GT Sagato, while Koki Beninity and Samu Sarar are both driving a Plymouth Belvedere 65. Captain Knuckles is making a strong push, closing in on Famaka and Unipaki by 5.2 seconds. The man is climbing up to 11th place, passing Era 40. Era 40 has now moved up to 12th place, overtaking Apotheostad. Famaka and Unipaki have advanced to position 23, surpassing Nalga 77 and New Kimbokum Datum. The four drivers are fiercely competing for that 23rd spot. Captain Knuckles has made a move to claim position 25, overtaking New Texum in this tight race. Rizaldi Adha is making big strides, catching up to Issy 1212 and T-Fisher 93 by closing the gap by 2.9 seconds. Knalga 77 and Nukembokem have surged to P23, surpassing Famaka and Unipaki Data Swans. It's a tight tussle between Nalga 77, Nukembokem, Famaka, and Unipaki for that P23 position. One serious guy is closing in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 3.3 seconds. Just Jazik is making impressive progress, overtaking 7 cars to secure the 15th position. Just Jazik has now advanced to 15th place, surpassing Suzanne Greenberg and Maya. Kanal Gasavinti 7 and Nukembokem are also on the move, climbing to 23rd place by passing Famaka and Unipaki. Sinflamarkers and Sir Ironbot are making significant progress, catching up to Neo Texan by reducing the gap by 13.4 seconds. The battle in the middle of the pack intensifies as Robson 11,200 climbs to position 14, after overtaking Just Jazik. Ort, Famaka and Unipaki are also on the move, advancing to position 23, by passing Naga 77 and Nukembokem. Aminsam makes a solid move to snag 3rd place from Waintra 94. Meanwhile, Waintra 94, Ision 12th and 12th, and Tifisha 93 are in a tight tussle for 4th. Rizaldi Adha is on the move, cutting down the gap to Isione 12-12 and Tifisha 93 by 2.4 seconds. Issy 12-12 and T-Fisher 93 have surged to 4th place, passing Waintra 94. Waintra 94 has now moved up to 5th, overtaking Rizaldi Oita. A gripping battle is unfolding between Waintra 94 in a Chevrolet Camaro Zone 69 and Rizaldi Adha in a De Tomaso Pantera GTS 72 for the 5th position. Koki Benedi and Samu Serrera are making a strong move, passing 8 cars to secure the 11th position. Tankamin in 704 and Rizaldi Adha are currently fighting for 6th place. Duff Dad is showing some impressive pace, closing in on Rizaldi Adha with a gap reduction of 2.9 seconds. Koki Binanity and Sami Saray are struggling, dropping back to 27th place. Isium 12-12, T-Fisher 93, and Wayne Trey 94 are fiercely contending for 4th position. Meanwhile, Robson 1200 has made a significant move up to 14th place by overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Maya Kite. Synthomarkers and Sir Ironbot have slipped back to 28th place, facing some challenges. Snicker 515 and Unaruwa Casual are making significant gains, reducing the distance to Synthomarkers and Sir Ironbot by 25.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Wayne Trey 94, Ision 1212, and T-Fisher 93 are locked in a tight battle for the 4th position. Card 3 and Amundsen are battling for 2nd place. The Core Express driver has climbed to 10th, passing Air 40. Air 40 has now advanced to 11th place after overtaking Apotheus. Issy 1212 and T-Fisher 93 have successfully surpassed Wayne Trey 94. Both now vying for the coveted 4th position, in a closely contested battle. Rizaldi Ada successfully overtakes Tankaminen 704, securing the 6th position. Gary No Name is on the move, advancing to 11th place by overtaking Air 40. The Chevrolet Nova SS69, driven by Gary No Name, is in a heated battle with Air 40 and his Maserati Bora for the 11th position. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya have made a move to 15, overtaking Shohashi and A. Rafael. It's heating up with Suzanne Greenberg, Maya, Shohashi and A. Rafael battling it out for the 15th spot. Suzanne Reg and Maya are inching closer to Robson 11,200, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Issy 1212, T-Fisher 93, and Wayne Trey 94 are locked in a tight battle for 4th place. Meanwhile, Suzanne Greenberg, Maya, Shohashi and A. Rafael are fiercely competing for the 15th position. The race is heating up with these exciting duels on the track. Welcome back, Edelbot. So glad to have you back in the race car viewing action. Racing car dashing away. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya are making swift progress, passing 5 cars to secure 10th place. Captain Potato is also on the move, overtaking 7 cars to claim 11th position. However, Apotheus seems to be facing challenges, sliding back 15 spots to 25th place. Robson 11-200 making significant progress, surpassing 4 cars to claim the 13th spot. Neo Texum showing great pace, moving up 4 places to secure 18th position. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya facing challenges, slipping down the ranks by 7 positions to 20th place. That sounds like a wild launch. Maybe the AI found a secret warp zone up there. Shohashi and the ERFL are on the rise, making swift moves to claim 22nd place by overtaking 6 cars. Apotheus is now in 15th after passing Griffin, Sullivan and Fox TD. Griffin, Sullivan and Fox D have advanced to 16th, overtaking Capitaine Knuckles in the process. Car number 40 has advanced to the 11th position, surpassing the man. At the same time, Simplemarcus and Sir Ironbot are gaining on New Texum, shortening the distance by 2.7 seconds. Robson 11 Towson 200 has narrowed the distance to Era 40 by 2.1 seconds. Ento 90A is making a significant move, reducing the gap to Robson 11,200 by 29.6 seconds. The pressure is on as N29 Kia continues to close in on Robson 11,200. Rizaldi, Adha, and Tenkaminen 7-4 are fighting for the 6th position. Gary No Name is catching up to Win Serious Guy, reducing the gap by 3.30 seconds. The man has advanced to 14th place, passing Apotheus in the process. Waintra 94, Isiom 1212, and T-Fisher 93 are fiercely fighting for the 4th position. Exciting maneuvers happening there. Captain Potato is making a significant move, getting closer to Suzanne Greenberg and Maya by trimming the gap by 3.7 seconds. The competition is heating up. Tenkamini 704 and Rizaldi Adha are locked in a tight battle for the 6th position. Vamaka and Unipaki are gaining on Naga 77 and Nukambakum, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Captain Knuckles and Neo Texum are fiercely competing for the 26th position. Neo Texum has advanced to 26th place, making a pass on Captain Knuckles. The two drivers are now fiercely contesting the 26th position. Neo Texum is gaining on Famaka and Unipoke, cutting the distance by 2.2 seconds. Neo Texum manages to overtake Captain Knuckles, securing the 26th position. Ission 1212, T-Vision 93, and Waintra 94 are locked in a tight battle for 4th place. Waintra 94 has smoothly taken the 4th position, passing both ISI 1212 and T-Vision 93. There's a heated battle going on for the 4th spot between Waintra 94, ISI 1212, and T-Vision 93. On the other hand, Air 40 is making impressive progress, reducing the gap to Gary No Name by 230 seconds. Cedric is on a roll, overtaking 5 cars to seize 17th place. In a swift move, Cedric has now advanced to 17th position, surpassing Susan Greenberg and Maya in the process. Nearasol and Patent Tanker are putting on a show, leading the pack with skill and finesse. Hugger 3 is keeping a close eye on them in 2nd place, while Amundsen is giving it their all in 3rd. Exciting stuff. Easion 7 is making a strong move, narrowing the distance to Snaku 515 and Unna Rakashwal by 2.3 seconds. ISI 1212 and T-Vision 93 have made a strong move, surpassing 4 cars to secure the top spot. Simplimarkers and Sir Ironbot are making an impressive charge, reducing the distance to Cedric by 44 seconds. ISI 1212 and T-Vision 93 are now leading the pack after overtaking Amundsen. One serious guy is making significant progress, passing 4 cars to secure 2nd place. Nearasol and Patent Tanker are also on the move, overtaking 7 cars to claim 3rd place. Gary No Name is steadily advancing, surpassing 4 cars to grab the 5th spot. Robson Avon 200 is on fire, overtaking 11 cars to claim the 16th spot. EU's John 7 is making a strong push, closing in on Sneaker 515 and Anna Casual by 5.9 seconds. Winzerius Guy is climbing up, now in 8th place after passing Duffdad. Just Jezik from Team S1 is making moves, passing 6 cars to secure the 16th position. Susan Greenberg and Maya are currently battling it out with Koki Bainiti and Samuzara for the 19th spot. The Aston Martin Vate Vantage 77 and the Plymouth Belvedere 65 are neck and neck in this exciting tussle. Gary No Name is showing impressive pace, significantly closing in on Duff Dad with a 55.9 second reduction in the gap. Just Jezik is facing challenges, dropping back by 10 positions to P27. Gary No Name's pursuit of Duff Dad continues as the race progresses. Sinflamarcos and Sir Ironbot are gaining on Just Jezik, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Easy John 7 is catching up to Snooker 515 and Anarua Casual, closing the gap by 3.6 seconds. Captain Knuckles and Sidrek are fiercely contesting the 25th position. EU's John 7 is making a strong move, narrowing the gap to Sneakle 515 and Anura Casual by 4 seconds. Rizaldi Adha is making a move on Isio in 12-12 and T-Fisher 93, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Shohashi and Aira Fail have advanced to P18, overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Maida Gaidme. Shohashi, Aira Fail, Suzanne Greenberg and Maya are currently battling for the 18th position. Duff Dad is gaining on Wazirius Guy, reducing the gap by 3.5 seconds. Air 40 from Team S1 has advanced to P12, overtaking another racer. Griffin at 11 and Foxty are closing in on Opophis, narrowing the gap by 3.7 seconds. Cedric makes a move up to P25 by passing Captain Knuckles. Use John 7 from Team Live for Speed is closing in on Snickle 515 and Unreal Casual, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Susanna Greenberg and Maya now hold 18th place, passing Shohashi and ARFAO. Use John 7 is gaining on Snooker 515 and Unari Casual, reducing the difference by 3.2 seconds. US John 7 is making gains on Snooker 515 and Underway Casual, reducing the margin by 2.5 seconds. East John 7 has narrowed the gap to Snooker 515 and Underway Casual by 2.6 seconds. East John 7 is making moves, narrowing down the gap to Snooker 515 and Underway Casual by 2.7 seconds. East John 7 is making a move on Snooker 515 and Underway Casual, reducing the difference by 2.8 seconds. Duff Dad is making gains on Tenkamin and 7 Hole 4, narrowing the difference by 2.6 seconds. Apopheus has climbed to 14th place, passing Koki Bananity and Samasarar. Griffin's 11 and Fox D are fighting for 16th position, against Robson 11,200. It's a Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta versus a Maserati Boris showdown. Shohashi and Aerofail are making a strong push, closing in on Suzanne Greenberg and Maya by 10.5 seconds. Koki Beninity and Samu Serrar are facing difficulties, dropping back 6 spots to P23. Meanwhile, Captain Pateo has made a move up to 17, overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Maya in the process. Famaka and Unipoki are now at P28, losing 6 positions. US John 7 is gaining on Snooker 515 and Underway Casual by reducing the gap by 5.6 seconds. Koki Beninity and Samu Sorare have advanced to P21, passing Neotexan in the process. Simple Markers and Sirarimbot are now hunting down Naga 77 and Nukembokam, cutting the distance by 46 seconds. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adha and Tankamin in 704 are fiercely battling for the 6th position. Famaka and Unipaki have made a move to 26th place, successfully passing Naga 77 and Nukembokam in the process. Apopheus is making a strong move, closing in on the man with a 7.5 second gain. US John 7 is charging ahead, narrowing the gap by 7 seconds between Snooker 515 and Underway Casual. Duff Dad is on the rise now in 7 after overtaking Wazirius Guy. US John 7 from Team Live for Speed is making a move, closing in on Snooker 515 and Underway Casual. The gap has been reduced by 4.6 seconds. Gary No Name faces a setback, dropping 9 places to P19. N29 Kia progresses to 10, surpassing AR40. AR40 advances to P11, overtaking the man. N29 Kia is closing in on Gary No Name, reducing the gap by 4.8 seconds. John 7 is on a mission, catching up to Snikufa 115, and Unri Casual, with a 2.3 second reduction in the gap. Dieting. Gary No Name continues to impress, rapidly closing the gap on Tenkamingen 7-4 by 15.6 seconds. Great battle unfolding between these two contenders. Sayrak is making gains on Koki Baninity and Samasarar, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Neo-Texan advances to P23, passing Just Jusik in the process. Just Jusik climbs to P24, surpassing Kapitan Nichols in the standings. Nalga 77 and Nukama making moves up to 26th, passing Simple Markers and Sirayambot Doradia. Uyus Jung 7 is chasing down Snikufa 115 and Unara Casual, cutting the distance by 4.2 seconds. Wayne Train T4 is closing in on Amundsen, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Use John 7 is also making gains, cutting the distance to Snaku 515 and Unri Casual by 4.5 seconds. Eos Johnson continues to close in on Sniku 515 and Unara Casual, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. Tenkaminen 704 has advanced to 8th place, overtaking with Serious Guy. N29 Kia has also made a move, climbing to 10th place after passing Gary No Name. The man advances to 12th place, overtaking AR40. A close duel for 12th place between the man in a Trevi Griffith, 200 and AR40, in a Maserati Bora. Eus Johnson is making gains on Sniku 515 and Unari Casual, reducing the distance by 4 seconds. Griffins 11 and Fox D are on the move, making swift progress by overtaking 4 cars to secure the 11th position. N29 Key isn't holding back either, passing 6 cars to claim 15th place. Griffin's 11 and Fox D continue their impressive run, now in 11th position after overtaking car 40. Griffin's 11 and Fox D are struggling, dropping down to 26th position. Air 40 from Team S1 is making moves, advancing to 11th place, overtaking the man. The man is now in 12th position, after passing Apopheus. Koki Beninati and Samus Arera are swiftly catching up to Griffin's 11 and Fox D, reducing the gap by 2.8 seconds. Use John 7 is making a strong move towards Naku 515 and Honoru Casual, closing in by 3.1 seconds. Use John 7 is making a strong move, closing in on Snaku 515 and Honoru Casual by 5.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Sidrek has climbed up to P21, overtaking Koki Bananity and Sami Zara. The competition is heating up as John 7 continues to narrow the gap on the leading cars. Sidrek is now in P27 after dropping back 6 positions. Koki Beninity and Samus Arera advance to P21, passing Neotexum Tonte. Neotexum moves up to P22, overtaking Just Jizik Chipsti. N29 Kia is now just 2.2 seconds behind Apopheus, closing in. Yuyu's Jump 7 is also making moves, closing the gap by 2.8 seconds on Snaku 415 and Honoru Casual. The competition is heating up. Air 40 is now in 11th place after overtaking the man. The man has advanced to 12th place, surpassing Apopheus. Apopheus now holds 13th place, overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Maya Dai. Shohashi and ARFL have slipped back to 25th place, facing some challenges. Susanna Greenberg and Maya are also struggling, now in 26th place. Simplamakas and Sir Ironbot are on the move, reducing the gap by 44.2 seconds. Koki Beninity and Samus Arera are making significant gains, reducing the distance to Suzanne Greenberg and Maya by 46.5 seconds. Eus John 7 is also closing in on Znaku 515 and Honoru Casual, shortening the difference by 6 seconds. Use John 7 is making a strong move, catching up to Snaku 515 and Honorary Casual by 6/4 seconds. Neo Texum has climbed to P21, passing Just Jazik. Speaking of Just Jazik, they are now in P22 after overtaking Koki Binati and Sami Sarah. Captain Knuckles is making a strong move, catching up to Koki Binati and Sami Saraya by 38.4 seconds. Isiona 1212 and Tifisha 93 are also closing in on Waintra 94 by 2.4 seconds. Impressive racing dynamics unfolding here. Use John 7 is making impressive progress, catching up to Sniku 515 and Anura Casual with a 5-second reduction in the gap. L40 has advanced to 11th place, surpassing the man in the process. The man retaliates and overtakes Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes, moving up to 12th position. Griffin's 11 and Foxty are making a strong push, closing in on Apophis by 46.7 seconds. Captain Potato is on the move, passing 4 cars to secure 18th place. Sinfomarkers and Sirironbot are fast approaching Captain Knuckles, narrowing the gap by 53.1 seconds. Use John 7 is making some serious moves, reducing the gap to Snaku 515 and Anura Casual by a solid 6 seconds. The competition is heating up as Use John 7 inches closer to the front runners. Waintra 94 continues to close in on Aminsan, reducing the gap by 3 seconds. Razaldi Adha is narrowing the distance to Isi 1212 and Tifisha 93 by 2 seconds. Use John 7 is making gains on Snaku 515 and Anura Casual, closing the gap by 4.4 seconds. Use John 7 is making a move, closing in on Snaku 515 and Anura Casual, shrinking the gap by 2.8 seconds. The man smoothly passes 6 cars, now sitting at 15. Apopheus is on the hunt, closing in on Robson 11 till 100 by 2.3 seconds. Another swift move by the man, as he overtakes Griffin's 11 and Foxty to secure 15. Use John 7 is making strides, bridging the distance between Snaku 515 and Anuri Casual by 2.6 seconds. Rizzoli Ada from Team Quark Express is closing in on ISI 1212 and T-Fisher 93, reducing the gap by 3.4 seconds. Use John 7 is also narrowing the distance to Sniku 515 and Unura Casual by 2.5 seconds. Duff Dad is narrowing in on Rizzoli Ada, closing the gap by 2.30 seconds. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya are catching up to Shohashi and AR Rafael, reducing the gap by 2.8 seconds. Use John Salen from Team Life for Speed has climbed to P29, overtaking Sniku 515 and Unura Casual. Timka Menin 7-4 is gaining on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 5.3 seconds. Koki Benenati and Samu Soraya are rapidly catching up to Susan Greenberg and Maya, closing in by 5 seconds. Timka Menin 704 continues to close in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 5.3 seconds. Amin-san said, "Hey Amy, is someone driving a Sunbeam in this race?" "Indeed, Amin-san. Unfortunately, there are no Sunbeams in this particular race, but who knows what might show up next time." Hey Bobardo, welcome back to the racing action. Glad to have you back with us. Let's rev up those engines and enjoy the ride together. Racing car checkered flag. Griffin's 11 in the Ferrari 250 GT, Berlinetta and Fox D are dueling it out with Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes for the 16th spot. It's a tight race between these three drivers. Griffin's Ferrari 250 GT, Berlinetta, Fox D's Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta, and Captain Potatoes, Aston Martin Vate. Vantage 77 are fiercely battling it out for the 16th position. A close and intriguing competition unfolding in the mid-pack. Gary No Name is gaining on Wazirius Guy, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Captain Potato has advanced to 16th place, surpassing Griffin's 11 and Fox D. Griffin's 11 and Fox D have climbed to 17th place, overtaking Shohashi and A. Rafael. Habib 3 and Amin-san are locked in a fierce battle for the second position on the track. Yaoga 77 and Nukem Bakken are now at P21 after passing Koki Bainidi and Samazorar. Just Jazik is making gains on sidetrack from Team Life for speed, narrowing the margin by 2.8 seconds. Koki Benanati and Sami Sarar are making significant progress, advancing to 21st place by overtaking Nolga 77 and Mukembokum. Aminsan is making significant strides, closing in on Nirasol and Patent Tanker. Nalga 77 and Nukembokum are charging ahead, now at P26 after overtaking Simple Markers and Sir Iron Butt. Just Jazik has made a move and is now right on Sidrek's tail, decreasing the gap by 244 seconds. Simple Marcus and Sir Ironbot are gaining on Nalga 77 and Nukembokum, reducing the distance by 4.8 seconds. One serious guy is closing in on Tankaman in 704, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Gary No Name is also catching up to One Serious Guy from Team No Name Racing, shrinking the gap by 2.1 seconds. Rizaldiada is steadily gaining on Issy1 1212 and T-Fisher 93, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Rizaldiada is steadily closing in on Issy 1212 and T-Fisher 93, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Captain Knuckles in the Ferrari 250 GT California is in a tight tussle with Nalga 77 and Nukembokum in the Holden Tirana Aninex for the 25th position. Duff Dad successfully overtakes Rizaldi Atta, moving up to third place. Car 40 has advanced to 10th place, surpassing N29 Kia Dole. N29 Kia has climbed to 11th place, overtaking Robson Evan 200. Robson Evan 1200 has progressed to 12th place, passing the man. 40 is making a swift move, reducing the distance to Gary No Name by 5 seconds. Nolg has 77, and Nook and Buckham are fiercely competing with Captain Knuckles for the 25th position. It's a showdown between a Holden Torana Annex and a Ferrari 250 GT California. Amundsen is making a strong move by narrowing the gap to Mirasol and Patentanker by 10.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Gary No Name is on a mission, closing in on Waziria's Guy by a significant 390.2 seconds. The competition is heating up as Amundsen continues to reel in Mirasol and Patentanker, now just 10.7 seconds behind. Mirasol and Patentanker sit back 6 places to 9th. Ision 12 and 200 and Tifisha 93, now in 2nd place, passing Hard 3. Haggard 3, now in 3rd, climbing above Waintre 94. Ision 212 and Tifisha 93 are off to a strong start leading the race, followed closely by Mirasol and Patentanker in 2nd place, with Rizaldi Adha bringing up the rear in 3rd. The competition is heating up, folks. Waintre 94. In the Chevrolet, Camaro's Lone 69 is putting up a strong fight against Tenkaman 704 in the De Tomaso Pantera GTS 72 for the 6th position. It's a thrilling duel between these two drivers as they navigate the track with precision and skill. Tenkaman 74 has advanced to 6th place, surpassing Waintre 94 in the process. Air 40 has climbed to 10th position, overtaking Gary No Name. Air 40 is now in hot pursuit of Ision 1012 and Tifisha 93, gaining ground steadily by 3.7 seconds. Air 40 is struggling and has dropped to 18th place. N29 Kia has made progress, moving up to 11th by passing Robson 11200. Meanwhile, Robson 11200 has also advanced to 12th position, overtaking the competitor from Team Quark Express. Air 40 is making a strong push, reducing the gap to the man by 47.5 seconds. Apotheus is also on the move, closing in on the man by 10.7 seconds. Rizaldi Adha has taken the lead, passing both Mirasol and Patentanker for the top spot. Mirasol and Patentanker are at the front of the pack, followed closely by Duff Dad. And just behind them is a serious guy making his way up the ranks. Temkamine in 704 drops back to 9th place. Just Jazik is closing in on simpler markers and Sir Ironbot by 32.6 seconds. Amundsen advances to 2nd place, passing Huggard 3 from Team Nafgorn Kings. Gary No Name is steadily catching up to Win Serious Guy, reducing the distance between them by 2.1 seconds. Snickle 515 and Unari Casual are rapidly closing in on Uja John 7, reducing the gap by 39.1 seconds. East John Saven is making a move, narrowing the distance to Famaka and Unipoki by 2.6 seconds. East John 7 is rapidly closing in on Famaka and Unipoki, reducing the gap by a significant 43.4 seconds. Simpler Markers and Sir Ironbot are making significant gains on Just Jazik from Team S1s, reducing the gap by 43.2 seconds. The chase is on. Tenkamine 74 is making steady progress, narrowing the distance to Duff Dad by 2.6 seconds. Wainter 94 is showing some serious pace, gaining on Huggard 3 by 2.30 seconds. The fight for the 7th spot is heating up between Duff Dad and Tenkamine 7, Underton 4. Gary No Name is making a move on Woo Serious Guy, decreasing the gap by 2.9 seconds. Upperface is making impressive strides, reducing the gap to the man by 3.2 seconds. Neotexum is making significant progress, reducing the distance to Koki Binati and Samsora by 2.2 seconds. Godfrey is now only 2.2 seconds behind Amundsen. Bob is making moves, reducing the distance to Maya by another 2.5 seconds. Captain Knuckles and Dustjazik are neck and neck fighting for the 25th position. Captain Knuckles is in a Ferrari 250 GT California, while Dustjazik is driving a Chevrolet Corvette C3 Strom. Shohashi and Rafael advanced to P14, passing up Orpheus. Knalga 77 and Nukembokan are gaining on Sadric, closing in by 3.6 seconds. Just as it climbs to P25, overtaking Captain Knuckles. Shohashi and the Rafael are struggling, dropping 6 positions to P21. Robson 11,200 advances to 15, passing Captain Potato. Captain Potato climbs to 16, overtaking Griffin's 11 and Foxty Dale. Duff Dad successfully overtakes Rizaldi Adha, securing the 7th position. Gary No Name is making some moves, narrowing down the gap to Wazirius Guy by 2.2 seconds. Cedric in the Oldsmobile 442 is fighting hard with Naga 77 and Nukembokan in the Holden Tirana Aninex for the 23rd position. It's a tense battle back there. Neil Texum is gaining on Koki Benanity and Samus Arar, reducing the gap by 81 seconds. Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes is catching up to Robson 11,200, closing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Robson 11,200 has advanced to 15th place, surpassing Suzanne Greenberg and Maya. Paul. Shohashi and Rafael are making gains on Griffin's 11 and Foxty, reducing the difference by 3.7 seconds. Captain Knuckles has climbed to 23rd place, overtaking Cedric. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya advanced to P20, overtaking Koki Benenati and Sami Sorar. Cedric moved up to P22, passing Nalga 77 and Nukembokum Dutchan. Knalga 77 and Nukembokum then progressed to P23, surpassing just Jazik Dutton. Amundsen is making a strong push, closing in on Neerasol and Patentanker by 6.7 seconds. Kaptein Nichols is also on the move, reducing the gap to Neotexum by 5 seconds. The competition is heating up as Amundsen continues to chase down Neerasol and Patentanker, narrowing the difference by 6.7 seconds. Symphomarkers and Sear Ironbot are making impressive progress, gaining on Kaptein Nichols by reducing the gap by 5.6 seconds. Apotheus has advanced to P12, surpassing Air 40. Koki Beninati and Samusarir have also climbed to P21, overtaking Cedric. Cedric is making a swift move towards Koki Binati and Sam Surar, reducing the gap by 5.9 seconds. Meanwhile, Air 40 has advanced to P12, surpassing the man. The man retaliates, climbing to P13, overtaking Captain Potato. Captain Potato is struggling, now in 21st place. Robson 11-200 advances to 14th, passing Apotheus. Apotheus climbs to 15th, overtaking Griffins 11 and Foxy Dial. Nalga 77 and Nukembo Kim are on the move, advancing to 24th place as they overtake Neotexum. Kaptein Nichols is now just 2.2 seconds behind Neotexum. Captain Potato advances to 17th position by passing Shohashi and Aerofail. Bet. Shohashi and Aerofail now in 18th place, overtaking Susan Greenberg and Maya, who are now in 19th place, surpassing Koki Baininati and Samu Sura. Kaptein Nichols is making impressive progress, narrowing the gap to Neotexum by 11.8 seconds. Ishion 12-12 and Tifisha 93 have advanced to Pfawa, passing Waintra 94. Shohashi and Aerofail are steadily closing in on Captain Potato, reducing the gap by 3.5 seconds. Rizaldi Adha is on the move, catching up to Issy 12-12 and Tefisha 93 by reducing the gap by 5.5 seconds. He's now overtaken 5 cars to secure the 14th position. Rizaldi Adha continues to close in on Issy 1212 and Tefisha 93, diminishing the gap by 5.5 seconds. Simplamarkers and Sirarimbot are making significant progress, reducing the gap to Neo-Texum by 10.8 seconds. Additionally, Suzanne Greenberg and Meyer are closing in on Shahashi and A. Rafael, shortening the distance by 2.1 seconds. The chase is on as the racers aim to outmaneuver each other on the track. Hey there, Dr. Fetelny. Welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you joining us again for some virtual racing fun. Let's see which AI driver will impress us today. Cedric is steadily climbing up the ranks, making some impressive overtakes to now secure the 23rd position. Great moves from Cedric as they pass Nalga 77 and Kemakam on the track. Capitaine Knuckles and Neo-Texum are neck and neck, in a fierce tussle for the 25th position. Rizaldi Adha is closing in on Issy 1212 and Tefisha 93, reducing the gap by 2.9 seconds. F40 is steadily closing in on N29 Kia, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Waintra 94 successfully overtakes Rizaldi Adha and moves up to 3rd place. N29 Kia has advanced to 10th place, surpassing Air 40. Air 40 has climbed to 11th place, passing Gary No Name. Gary No Name has made a move up to 10th place, passing N29 Kia in the process. Just Jazik, from Team S1 is quickly reeling, in Koki Bananity and Samu Sarar, closing the gap by 47.8 seconds. Just Jazik is reeling in Koki Bananity and Samu Sarar, closing the gap by 47.8 seconds. N29 Kia steadily gaining on Gary No Name, reducing the gap by 5.4 seconds. Keep an eye on this intense battle. Just Jazik from Team S1 has made a move to 24th place, passing Neo-Texum in the process. Texum is rapidly catching up to Just Jazik, cutting the lead by 42.7 seconds. Robson Lieven 200 is gaining on Air 40, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Texum from Team S1 continues to close in on Just Jazik, with a 42.7 second gap reduction. The man has overtaken Robson 11, 200, moving up to second place. One serious guy is making strides, narrowing the gap to Tenkaminen 7 hole by 2.4 seconds. Samu Sarare said, "Hey Amy, is there someone driving the Sunbeam in this race? I'm not sure if there's a Sunbeam in this race, but I'll keep an eye out for you. Let's see if one pops up on the track." Haga 3 is catching up to Amundsen from Team Nafgum Kings, reducing the difference by 2:30 seconds. Cedric is swiftly gaining on Koki Bainanti and Samu Sarar, reducing the distance by 2 seconds. Hey Kamikaze38, welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you racing with us again. Let's enjoy some fast-paced action together. Amundsen is making swift progress, narrowing the distance to Neerasol and Patentanker by 2:30 seconds. Captain Potato is narrowing the distance to Griffin's 11 and Foxty, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. N29 Kia is now right on Gary, No Name's tail, reducing the distance between them by 2.2 seconds. John 7 is making a strong move, closing in on Famaka and Unipoki by reducing the gap by 4.7 seconds. Neerasol, Patentanker and Amundsen are currently engaged in a fierce battle for the top spot. Amundsen, Neerasol and Patentanker are neck and neck in the fight for the top spot. Captain Potato is making moves, narrowing the distance to Griffin Sullivan and Foxty by 3 seconds. N29 Kia is putting the pressure on Gary No Name, decreasing the distance between them by 3.9 seconds. Rizali Adha making moves, closing in on Issy 1212 and T-Fisher 93 by 3 seconds. Shohashi and Irafil are quickly catching up to Captain Potato, narrowing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya are rapidly catching up to Shohashi and Arfael, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. When Sirius Guy is making a move on 10th Menin 704, cutting the gap by 2.1 seconds. EU's John 7 is gaining on Famaka and Unipaki, narrowing the difference by 2.3 seconds. Griffin Sullivan and Foxty have advanced to 15th place, surpassing Apophis. EU's John 7 is gaining on Famaka and Unipoki, cutting the difference by 2.8 seconds. Apophis is making some moves, climbing up to 15th place after overtaking Griffin and Foxty. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya are steadily gaining on Shohashi and Ai Raphael, reducing the gap by 2.9 seconds. Car 40 is making a strong push towards Car 29 Kia, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Shohashi and Airafel have climbed to 17th place, passing Suzanne Greenberg and Maya Dadaya. Suzanne Greenberg and Maya have advanced to 18th place, overtaking Griffin's 11 and Foxty. N29 Kia is struggling, dropping back 6 places to 17th position. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and Tenkaminen 704 are locked in a battle for 7th place. Air 40 has made a move up to 11th, overtaking Robson 11,200 in the process. Robson 11,200 making a significant move, reducing the gap to N29 Kia by 43.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Wunzirius Guy is closing in on Tenkaminen 704 by 3.7 seconds. The battle for positions is heating up. Serious Guy continues to make gains on 10 Kaminen 7 Horror, shrinking the margin by 10.8 seconds. N29 Kia is also making progress as they narrow the distance to Air 40 by 3.4 seconds.